G'day and welcome to the channel. I'm Ian and this is my workshop. Today we're going to be making up a spacer for the lathe. Now let's have a look. So these gears drive the lead screw. This is the lead screw up here. You can hear those grinding. It's just these two gears rubbing together. If I back this screw off, pull the gear back a bit, we're all good. Spins nice and free like it should. Yeah, so we just need to make a spacer up to go on this shaft. The only problem is it has a keyway. I do not have a broach kit or press or any other way of making a internal keyway, so I'm going to attempt to make one on the lathe. Yes, I've got a drawing here to go off. Nothing's too precise. This length can be over, probably not under. Outside diameter doesn't matter at all. Internal diameter can be a bit over, probably not under. And then it's all going to be about this keyway. That's going to be the tricky part. I plan on making it out of some aluminium round bar. If I have trouble cutting that keyway in the aluminium, I'll try out of some of this nylon. This is quite hard, this stuff. That might do the job too. So this scale on the cross slide is for radius. So if I need to take off 100 thou on the diameter, I need to move this in 50 thou. So that's something I've got to watch out for. Most lathes work off diameter. So just up to the final cut now. Running that at 453 revs per minute. High speed steel and aluminium. Hand fed. About 0.02 millimeters oversized. That's not bad going. So I've machined that down to 32 millimeters outside diameter. Surface finish should come out pretty good considering I was hand feeding. Ran it at 453 RPM. So I'm going to be drilling that out with a 5/8 drill. To work out your pilot drill, you just measure the web. Looking at about 3.5. So a 4 millimeter pilot drill will be fine. Yeah, I'll just run that as fast as this lathe goes, which is 648. I think that went through. So we're drilling with a 5/8 drill. That's around 16 millimeters. I've gone for that size because that means I can get my boring bar through. Righto, one more cut. Should be right. So we're about 1906, which should do fine, I think. The shaft's 19, that's about 1906. It's a little bit more clearance won't hurt. I'll take a spring cut, which means I'll just go at the same depth. When you're taking a cut, the boring bar bows a bit. If you take a zero cut, basically, it'll spring back. So I took that cut at the same depth and it took another 0.4 off. I'm at 19.1 now, spot on. It actually feels nice and smooth too, which is a bonus. So that's the boring part done. Time to try and cut this keyway. I'm going to use the lathe like a manually fed shaper. So I've ground up this tool. That's my cutting edge along there. That width is how wide I want the keyway. I'll have some clearance down each side. There's my cutting edge. And a bit of clearance down this way. Whether it works or not, I do not know. We'll find out. So I've centralised the boring bar to the bore. Centered the cutting tool. Now all we've got to do is wind it in. We'll go 2 thou at a time. Righto, let's see how we're looking. Time for a measure. So we're at about 19.35. So I've got to go 2 more millimeters yet. 21.35 is what I'm after. So this is set where I took my last cut. I'm going to set that on 80. Because I'm winding out, it'll get down to 0. That's where I want to end up. So we'll take 1 thou. So I've got that spindle in its lower speed. Pretty much holds it still. It's very unlikely to move. 65. So 1 thou at a time, 2 passes each time. $64. $21.38. I reckon we're right. Cool, now I've just got to part it off. I'm going to part this off longer than what I need and then face it off. I've had a few issues with this parting tool, so I don't want to take any chances. Try and get it right on size. Here we go. I'm running that at 151 at the moment. See how that goes. Yeah, we're all clear. Yeah, that's cutting nicer. Been a long time since I parted off with high speed steel. It takes a bit of getting used to. It'll run a bit slower. Done. Still got to face the length of that, but let's give it a test run. That fits perfectly. Barely any movement in that. I'm just going to face the length a little bit. All done, let's get this fitted up. Beautiful. So that worked out really well. I now have a working lead screw, so I'll be able to get better surface finishes, and might even be able to try some thread cutting. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.